I was a lost boy when I met you. Hold me till I'm not lonely anymore. It's only the crashing of the ocean to the shore. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy. There are no strangers. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy. There are no strangers. We were the rebels, lone survivors. We were the cold of deep sea divers. We were young once, but then we grew old. We were shining, we were fools gold. Hold me till I'm not lonely anymore. It's only the crashing of the ocean to the shore. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. 'Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost. There are no strangers. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost boy when I met you. I was a lost boy, I was a lost boy. I was a lost. There are no strangers. just makes you feel alive. if I kept going? What if I don't get up tonight? What if I ride this to the edges, through the darkness to the light? Could I find you there? Could I find you there if I slipped away? What if there's no answer? We're all just hearts that have to fight through the dangers of the rapids, through the darkness to the light. Could I find you there? Could I find you there if I slipped away?
That seem to divide us. Once in my life, moving on towards something, I realized it was all for nothing. Wonder why every good thing has to end in nothing but silence. I'm trying but I can't find I'm dying on the inside. The feeling sets in the silence. In the silence. In the silence. In the silence.
One door opens, another locks it. Shrinking walls of freedom's fantasies. Now gravity spins off its axis. Fever dream phantoms of your absence. Fading frames to cold geometry. I'm trying but I can't find a way to let you know that I'm dying on the inside. sun's not up, I'll bring it to you. If my mind says stop, my heart will know what to do. And if the stars are fading, I'll blow the sun to pieces, make it rain till the loneliness is gone. We could roll back time before we were broken inside, leave it all behind, forget the world for a while. Or maybe we'd be strangers, and we never needed fixing. We'd be okay, 'cause we never met at all. I could be a comet floating through space, 'cause being lost in you is the best place. Let's go back to where we started. We'll be right here. Just follow the light, let me burn through your atmosphere. I'll burn for you. When the day turns night, you know where to go. You see the light in the sky, you know you're not alone. Maybe we could make it out here where the air is clearer and the blue, far away from gravity. I could be a comet floating through space, 'cause being lost in you is the best place.